We love these etiquette stories so much. So a couple recently wrote into Miss Manners with their experience of being chastised at a wedding. Why? Well, they requested a doggy bag for their meal leftovers.
I'm shocked.
You guys were all so nice a minute ago.
Yeah.
Well, the portions were apparently massive, and they didn't want the food to go to waste. However, the groom's relatives saw it, and they are not amused. They ran to the groom and said, "Oh my gosh, those people!
They tattletaled on them."
And they tattletaled. Is it ever acceptable to take home leftovers from a wedding? The crowd is divided.
This is interesting. This is
Yes.
interesting. Miss Manners said at a private event, it's never acceptable to do it without asking. And she said that this woman should write an apology letter. I personally do not think that punishment fits this crime. That is absurd to me. Yes, in a perfect world, this guest would have asked her host, you know, oh, do you mind if I bring, you gave me enough food for 4 people. Do you mind if I bring home this food so I'm not throwing it out? And do you mind if I take home a piece of the wedding cake for her daughter who couldn't attend the wedding because she was sick at home?
I think she was pregnant.
Yeah, she was pregnant and she was on bed rest. That would have been perfect. Even more perfect would have been if the host offered to do that in the first place. But like, I do not think this punishment fits the crime.
Can I just like jump in real quick on this one? Because first of all, it's already paid for. Let's think about how expensive weddings are, right? So good on this guest to realize that food shouldn't go to waste. It's already been paid for. Let somebody eat it for leftovers, whether it's, the daughter or the dog. And I mean, and let's also not forget, inflation is serious, people. So, any place that you can get a free meal, let's go for it. So I say, let's rewrite the rules, Miss Manners.
Yes!
It's the 21st century.
I love that. I actually think for any couples who are watching us, if anyone in the audience is getting married, I actually think in 2022 and beyond, with climate change and inflation and food wastage being such a problem, I actually think it's incumbent now on couples getting married to make it very clear now on the invitation, or at least speak to your venue who's doing your food to say, what's your policy? I think most venues, you got to give a number, so you're trying not to have so much excessive food waste. But if the portions are massive, I do think you should tell your guests in advance, we will give you doggy bags. There is a cultural component. I know, like for Portuguese weddings, for example, at midnight, when you're like, oh, I can't eat anymore, so much food, all of a sudden, a seafood buffet, the length of the building comes out. Who can eat that much? Right, thank you for my cameraman. Who can eat that much seafood at midnight? I better be getting a little doggy bag to take that home.
The bubble over Lainey's head is me.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
I think it's unethical at this point to leave food.
I was once at a funeral reception, and I don't know if you know, but like in the, the church basement kind, and it's the kind where the church ladies make the egg salad sandwiches on white bread. Oh my gosh, they did this. They said at the end there were leftover sandwiches, and they're like, take some home. I'm like, okay, how many? They gave me the actual white bread that comes in the bag. I went home with 2 loaves of egg salad sandwiches. It was like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, but thank you. It's so good.
Love that.
Hey there, and thanks for sticking around. Wasn't that just fantastic? You know where you can get some more all-around great content? Our YouTube page. It's filled with all the laughs and thought-provoking chats you could ask for. So do yourself a favor, like and subscribe now.